Hello everybody. Today I want to read some fan fiction that some fans have written about myself. What fan fiction is, they basically write these stories about who you are. So like if you're in a movie, they can do a fan fiction of Star Wars or Star Trek or whatever, and you write about the characters, Kirk or Luke Skywalker or whatever. And they have something called crossover also in this fan fiction. So you basically cross over between Star Wars and Star Trek, or the X-Men and Aquaman or whatever. So one of the fans wrote a crossover between Breaking Bad and Herbert Midgley, the internet legend. So without further ado, here is the Breaking Bad and Herbert Midgley crossover. Walter White and Jesse Pinkman are driving through Nacogdoches, Texas on a run to pick up methylene from Houston, Texas. Jesse looks out the car window and sees Herbert Midgley sitting next to the iconic fire hydrant, making a video of himself. "Whoa, Mr. White, stop the car," says Jesse. "Jesse, you just used the bathroom a few minutes ago. We're not stopping again," answers Walter sternly. Jesse says, "No, Mr. White. That's Herbert Midgley, the internet legend." "Who?" says Walter. "Herbert Midgley, the man with over 4,000 videos on YouTube. I binged watch all of his videos a ton of times. This guy's my hero," proclaims Jesse. Walter says, "You mean that idiot over there is talking to a fire hydrant as some kind of an internet celebrity?" "Jesse, what kind of world has this become?" "Stop the car and turn around. I have to meet him. He made the sickest sci-fi film ever made, The Rise of the Robots. Dude, me and Badger have seen that film over 1,000 times. Pull over," yells Jesse. Walter continues to drive without flinching. "Mr. White, we're in a dangerous business. We could die at any minute. I may never have a chance to meet Herbert Midgley, the internet legend. Please, Mr. White," begs Jesse. Walter rolls his eyes and pulls the car around and parks the car. "Jesse, you got 5 minutes. We got to get to Houston quick, or the rest of our product will go bad. Go meet your internet sensation," Walter says. Jesse hops out of the car and runs towards Herbert Midgley, who is still next to the fire hydrant. Walter slowly gets out of the car and joins Jesse. "And rock and roll, and of course it does compute," says Herbert Midgley towards the camera on a tripod. Herbert walks over and turns off the camera. "Mr. Midgley, I want to say I watch all your videos. I'm a major fan, dude," says Jesse. Herbert Midgley puts out his hand and shakes Jesse's hand. "Thanks for watching. I can tell by your handshake that you've made wooden boxes before. I used to make them in my youth," says Herbert Midgley. "Wow, I haven't thought about that box since high school," says Jesse. Herbert Midgley looks at Walter and puts his hand out towards him, and they shake hands. "You must be his father," says Herbert Midgley. "Something like that. He's really a big fan of yours," says Walter. "Dude, what were you thinking when you wrote The Rise of the Robots? It's like you saw my life and put it on film. The protagonist is just like me," Jesse proudly says. Herbert Midgley smiles. "The Rise of the Robots was a lot of fun to write and make. Thank you for being a fan." "Dude, I've seen it 1,000 times, maybe more when says Jesse. Walter looks at Jesse. "We need to get down the road," says Walter. "I can tell you love the robot film. Here." Herbert pulls out from his suit pocket the Rise of the Robots DVD and takes out a pen. "Who should I make this out to?" asks Herbert Midgley. Walter and Jesse look at each other. Walter and Jesse are back in the car, and Jesse's looking at the DVD and smiling. The inscription on the Rise of the Robots DVD reads, "Badger, you're the man, rock and roll, and of course it does compute. Herbert Midgley, the internet legend." Jesse nods his head. "Badger is not going to believe this." Walter looks at Jesse and shakes his head. "I don't believe this." Walter and Jesse drive past a sign saying 142 miles to Houston. The end. Well, that was a lot of fun to read through some fan fiction and crossovers. If you have any fan fiction that you've written about me and some movie or television show that's basically G-rated, perhaps I'll read it. So just let me know if you have any of that. Post in the comments and whatnot. And of course, my name is Herbert Midgley. I'm the internet legend, the most unique content anywhere in the universe, right here on this YouTube page. Subscribe, tell all your friends about this channel. And as always, rock and roll, and of course it does compute. If you write some fan fiction, maybe I'll read it out. We'll see. Compute it, everybody. Yeah.